The matrix is a naturalistic construct, but it also is a metaphysical component. And your expertise, the idea of quantum language, is a huge part of this, because much of what happens in the metaphysical component of the matrix is at the quantum level. And it has to do with like the two-slit experiment, right? You're familiar with the two-slit experiment, probably.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a peer-reviewed study they did where they tested how particles would react. So they shot these particles through a filter that had two slits, and then there was a photoelectric cell behind that. So you would imagine that there would only be two areas on the photoelectric cell which were lighting up, where the particles would go through, and that's what they got. Well, then they flicked a camera on to observe the experiment, and as soon as they did, the photoelectric cell displayed something more akin to your backdrop. Okay. In other words, if you take two pebbles, you drop them in a pool, it creates a wave pattern where there's cancellation. So now all of a sudden there's like 7 lines on the photoelectric cell where the particles were now acting as waves. Well, the only thing that changed was the camera. So they turned the camera off and it went back to particles. Turn it on, back to waves. And basically what they proved was that the construct that we live and move in is affected by human consciousness. So what that means in relation to our discussion is that your ability to perceive reality is very much shaped by your willingness to embrace truth at any cost. What I've identified is that integrity is at the core of what determines if you're a truther or not. Because very often the truth is not good news. It takes you down a dark path, but you're like, I don't care. It's like when you go to the doctor and he has a bad report and he's kind of got that look, something bad. And you're like, just give it to me straight, doc. I can take it. That's the truther right there.